The gift is showing you what you must see. It is your fate.
So Kepler's a place touched by the Nine, concealing a lot of secrets and danger. And it's somewhere that human scientists traveled to a long time ago to research a dormant singularity. While living on Kepler, not only did they observe the collapse, they survived it. Over time, the ideals of the scientific process they held to were enshrined in their culture, and they came to be known as the Ionians. The Elixni House of Exile arrived during the Dark Age, weary from the Long Drift. They didn't invade Earth with the other Elixni houses. Instead, they sought a new home, which they found alongside the Ionians. But the dark matter that permeates Kepler and that they converted into the ether they need to survive ended up being toxic. So when the Ionians failed to cure them, the house rose up under an archon claiming to be blessed with prophetic sight. Now, the House of Exile is full of zealots, and they'll stand opposed to the Guardian as they walk the winding pathways of Kepler, learning more about what called them there in the first place. Guardian's paracausal power acts as a catalyst for the normally corrosive force of dark matter. These new powers will allow them to unlock long-sealed passageways for the Ionians as they make their way to the singularity at the core of the planetoid.
Kepler. You've never been there, and you know every inch of it. It's the farthest either of us have been from home, in distance or in time. You're gonna get a call. An invitation only you can answer. And you'll say yes. They arranged it so you would never say no.
World tiers are a new way to stack challenge in a way that players can directly control and earn better rewards for it. Each world tier increases the power delta versus enemies, adds new banes that change the way you approach encounters, and unlocks more secrets and pursuits to chase on Kepler. The higher you go in world tiers, the more you might need your fire team to get the job done. Because Kepler's highly focused on exploration and open world combat, we wanted to make sure the entire destination offered a challenge level that players were eager to engage with. World Tiers 1 and 2 are available immediately, equivalent to a Brave and Legendary campaign. World Tiers 3 and 4 unlock after your first campaign completion on either difficulty, and the challenge feels more like an exotic mission or a Master Tier Nightfall. As you unlock later World Tiers, you'll find more opportunities to leverage your destination abilities, more secrets to find scattered throughout the world, and even some exotic pursuits. As you complete higher world tiers, you'll be earning higher tier loot as well. Players can work their way through legendary and fabled tiers, climbing in gear tier and power. And then on Mythic, the highest world tier on Kepler, you'll also be able to unlock a unique armor variant with its own set bonus. This system is really about charting your own course, coming up with new strategies, uncovering hidden secrets, and earning cool loot along the way. So from the start, we focused on building Kepler as more of a dungeon-like destination. It expands on the interconnected world design of places like the Leviathan or the Shattered Throne.
As you fight your way across Kepler, you tap into dark matter abilities and unlock enemy tech that expands your navigation and aids you in combat. These are all about going places you would normally think are out of reach.
Matterspark has you turn into this wild ball of arc energy. It's like nothing we've done in Destiny before. The Mattermorph ability lets you twist the objects in the world around you.
With Relocator, you've essentially co-opted the Fallen's teleportation networks and can use it to cross gaps you wouldn't have even considered before.
It'll be the small tells, an open vent, a broken window, things you want to remember because you might be revisiting them later.
Abilities can be upgraded, so as you unlock new perks, you can chain them into your build crafting in clever ways.
By far, the most game-changing is one of Matterspark's upgrades. On Kepler, it lets you turn into Matterspark the same way you'd summon a sparrow, wherever and whenever. It will optimize not only exploration, but also combat on future playthroughs in super creative ways. There are tons of cool combinations. You can suspend an enemy with Mattermorph, bend a path up toward the sky, and then in mid-air, leap into Matterspark to dash across the arena and arc chain a group of enemies.
The team has already seen players pairing abilities with different exotic perks and aspects to create some really crazy builds.
We know this is only the beginning and can't wait to see what happens once players get their hands on this kit.
Choice is real. And every choice you make will lead you here. To who you're supposed to be.
Orin has lived so many lives in Destiny. She was a Golden Age human, and then awoken, and then a guardian, and most recently became emissary of the Nine. But it turns out it's an awful job. It radically alters your body. You surrender your control to beings much larger and more powerful than yourself. Orin traded liberty for power, and she's realizing it wasn't worth it. And so she makes a big choice. She chooses to quit. Leaving the emissary position with a vacancy the Nine need to fill means that she's got one more role to play. Mentor to her replacement. Orin is reclaiming her agency. And when she makes that choice to quit, it raises a dozen new questions. What can happen if the emissary isn't around to stop something? What does quitting a 4-dimensional job do to a 3-dimensional brain? And most importantly, who is her replacement? How hard are the Nine going to have to search to find one? This release is about serendipity, that magical sense of finding desirable connections by chance, except here, chance isn't involved at all. Something more powerful than we are is. Great stories aren't built on the plot happening to characters. It's built on characters making choices that change the world. And Orin's choice to quit is what ignites the entire saga.
My will is my own.
Eyes up, weapon.
The gift is showing you what you must see.
Remove your scornful blindfold.